Hello everybody, it's TannerFishies here, back again with a new Ninjago video here on the channel. In today's video, we are celebrating Ninjago's 11th anniversary. Yay, congratulations Ninjago for lasting 11 years. Yes, on this day 11 years ago, the pilot episodes of Ninjago first came out, and of course, they had no idea what they were awakening all those many moons ago. With the pilot episodes in place, Ninjago would explode, and thankfully we still have the series 11 years later. How about that? So once again, congratulations Ninjago for lasting 11 years, and happy anniversary to my fellow Ninjago fans. In today's video, I would like to celebrate a little bit, and I want to take a look back at those pilot episodes and examine an earlier draft of those episodes for, just the sake of seeing what could have been. We do have a couple of rough outlines of the original pilot episodes as they were written way back before Ninjago had even come out, and the very early draft of Ninjago's initial pilot episodes were in fact quite different than what the final product turned out to be. So in today's video, I would like to take you guys back to where it all began, even before the pilot episodes even came out, long before time had a name, if you will. And I figured this could be a pretty fun way to celebrate Ninjago's 11th anniversary, going back through Ninjago's early production and seeing what the plan was all those many years ago. So I hope you enjoyed today's video, and let's go ahead and get into it. Alright, so here we go. Here we have the original rough outline of the entire Ninjago series, going through 4 different chapters, starting with chapter 1. I do want to take a closer look at this and kind of read through this with you guys, because I think it is worth looking at and worth considering, because a lot of this stuff never made it into the final product of Ninjago. So let's go ahead and read through it and see what's different. Chapter 1, we have a peaceful settlement, meeting Ash and Aura, blacksmiths, obviously Kai and Nia, their original names, Ash and Aura. I kind of like Ash for Kai. I can see why they decided not to do that though, because of a certain Pokemon trainer that we all know and some of us love. Grim and Skulkins attack and take the map, okay? Meeting Traveling Sensei, who comes in with Spinjitzu, saves Ash, Grim escapes with Aura, Lord Demic's request. Okay, so first of all, Traveling Sensei, Master Wu, Grim is Samakai, or at least his initial name, and Lord Demic, that was an original name for Lord Garmadon. The name Garmadon had not been considered yet. Originally, he was known as Lord Demic. For pandemic, I suppose you could say, as opposed to Garmadon, which pretty much arranges letters in the word Armageddon. Ash wants Demic and gets sister back, but he's not ready. What is Spinjitzu? I will train you. Map explanation, 4 weapons, brother backstory, Demic banished. Pretty similar to what we saw during the initial pilot episodes of Ninjago. Garmadon and Wu's backstory, the battle between them, yada yada yada. Training monastery, the art of Spinjitzu, tornado of creation, failure in the course, completion of the course, final test. That night the ninjas attack. Can Ash battle the ninjas? Who knows? As you can see, a lot of the raw concepts made their way to the final product, just with some change. Can Ash battle the ninjas? Let's find out when we get to Chapter 2. Alright, Chapter 2 here, otherwise known as Episode 2, or the second part of the 4-part mini-movies, the chapters, if you will. A super cool ninja fight. No one appears close to winning. Pretty similar to what we saw in the pilots when the ninja tried to battle each other. Ash meets the other 3 ninja. Win, Rain, and Cole. Alright, so Cole is the only one that has a finalized name here. Win and Rain. Jay and Zane, maybe? Rain, Zane, perhaps. Win being Jay's name. Not sure who's who there. Could be wrong about that. Cole seems like it would be Cole's name. Can he work with the others? First mission, infiltrate Skulkins and collect the first weapon, the hammer. So not a scythe here, a hammer. Different from what we saw during the pilots with the Scythe of Quakes. This is the hammer of Quakes, as it says down here. Spoilers. Skulkin searching for hammer. Ninja sneak in using their ninja ways. Must figure out the riddle to the crest to find the hammer. I don't remember the ninja solving a riddle in the actual pilot episodes, but whatever. Rain figures it out. Hammer of Quakes. Before they get out, Ash spots prisoners. Sister? Prisoners! Were the Skulkin were taking prisoners all the way back then? That would have made for a very tragic and different skeleton army. They're actually kidnapping people along the way, not just Ash's sister, or, Kai's sister. The ninjas are surrounded by Skulkins. Must never use the hammer. Ash uses. The dragon is awakened. Dragon? Ash uses the hammer. How dare you, Ash, use the hammer of Quakes. Skulkins run away in fear. Ninjas blame each other for going wrong. Cornered. Is this the end? I guess. So chapter 3 here, chapter 3, they kind of play around with the dragon a little bit longer, as opposed to how we saw it in the actual pilot episodes. There was a lot cut out to make the dragon, I guess, encounter part of chapter 2 in the actual pilots. In chapter 3, Cole corrals dragon. takes lead. As leader, we will go for the next one. A montage of the group working well under Cole's leadership. More of an emphasis on Cole leading, as you can see. I think that's really cool. I would have loved to have seen Cole do more leadership type stuff in the actual pilot episodes, but you know, it is what it is. I'm glad that they were able to explore his leadership here. Next weapon 1. Cole and Rain each have dragons, so I guess they get a dragon as they go along. Interesting. They get the third weapon and dragon for win, so it seems like all of the ninja except for Ash have a dragon. That's curious. The villain's duped and Grim gets angry at his troops. Not sure what that means, but okay. At Volcano Temple, or the Fire Temple, only Ash can go in. Curious, because in the show, that's not how that worked. He's reminded, stay on task. Ash goes in and sees Sword and Sister. Yeah, very similar to the encounter that we saw in the actual pilots. Demek is in the shadows, talking about his greater master plan. Demek being Garmadon once again. Ash tries to save Sister and Sword, but loses Sword in face-off. So, is there no Master Wu in this? Maybe we will get to Wu in a bit here, but it doesn't seem like Master Wu is even remotely along for this journey, which is kind of strange. Meanwhile, the other 3 ninja are caught in a trap by Grim. Sensei knows Demek is near and ditches the ninja for Ash. Okay, I take that back. Maybe Sensei is near. Sensei takes the sword for Demek. Here we go. And they face off. Yeah, so here's the Master Wu and Garmadon encounter. Sensei dies. Okay, but maybe on purpose. Now 4 weapons will not be together. Villains escape to Underworld. Ninjas can't follow. Sky turns dark. The end is near. Commercial break. So, okay, Master Wu dies here. We saw Master Wu kind of die in the actual pilots when he just kind of, you know, falls off the lava waterfall and plummets to his death. But this seems like it's actually for real. This might have been obviously before Ninjago was even confirmed to be lasting longer than a couple of, you know, waves of sets. So I imagine they didn't really have their future in mind when they wrote this. And now we get to chapter 4, the final battle here. Ash and Dragon emit like a phoenix. Sister idea, dragons can follow. Ash must say goodbye to Sister, promises to come back. Hold on, taking the dragons to the other side. Obviously, we saw something similar to this in the actual pilots, using the dragons to cross over to the Underworld set piece. Sensei on the run from the Skullkins. Okay, so Sensei Wu survived this encounter as well. Dragon hurt upon entrance. Makes sense. Must part and send back to Ninjago. Did the dragons go back to Ninjago before the pilots were concluded, before the final battle happened? I cannot recall. Ninjas use Tornado of Creation to battle the Skullkins. Yay! But heroes oversee Grim catch Sensei. You don't know what you're doing. Grim gets grand ambition. I'll take the 4 weapons. We saw something similar with Samukai, obviously. A lot of this has carried over into the final battle of the actual pilots. 4 weapons combine. So combine like the mega weapon, you say? Interesting. I can see where that concept came into play later. Demek laughs from the shadows. Something brews. Grim learns this is what Demek has always wanted, but it's too late. Vortex. Demek tells Sensei of master plan, always balance but not for long. Jumps into Vortex. Heroes question whether to follow. Another trap. Heroes take weapons and jump while Sensei holds Vortex open. Tell Sis. Sis sees sky turn blue again while she learns brother isn't coming back. Ninjas wake up in Lightning City. What is this place? So, the biggest change between the original script and the actual pilots is that the ninja do not go back to Ninjago when it's all said and done. Instead, they follow Garmadon into a weird Lightning City, which we do have concept art for, and I will show you that on your screen right now. And here it is, Lightning City. So basically, Garmadon would have traveled here for some reason, and the ninja would have followed Garmadon through the portal and ended up here. Very intriguing to say the least. Not sure why they decided to change that for the actual pilots. Again, maybe they were just unsure of their future, so they wanted a solid ending, which I can totally see. But this ending would have been a major cliffhanger, and if they never made anything after this for Ninjago, that would have been rather disappointing. So I'm glad they went with the ending that we saw in the pilots, though Lightning City does look pretty cool, and you can see the 4 ninja here facing Lightning City. And with that being said, that'll pretty much do it for Ninjago's original draft. So a lot of it is very similar to what we saw in the final product for the pilot episodes, but some of it is also very different, especially the ending. The ending itself is one of the biggest differences from the actual, you know, original draft to the final product. And I think the original ending is kind of crazy, and I can understand why they decided not to do it. Either way, guys, I'm quite happy with the Ninjago that we got. It seems like Ninjago would have been a very different series if some certain things from this first draft would have made their way all the way to the final product. I am quite thankful for the Ninjago series that we have currently, as it's one of my favorite things ever, but seeing alternate takes and original ideas is always intriguing to me, and I hope you found it intriguing as well. Once again, happy anniversary to to all of my fellow Ninjago fans out there, that's going to pretty much wrap it up for my thoughts here today. Leave a comment down below talking about what you thought of this original Ninjago concept, and which ideas and elements from this original draft would you like to have seen in the final product. That's going to pretty much wrap it up for my thoughts here today. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, do all that fun stuff, and check out the links down below in the description for my other forms of social media. Thank you all so much for checking out today's video once again. My name is TannerFishies, and with that I bid you farewell.